Yeah, welcome to my class once again. We want to continue our lesson on chastity. This lesson will talk about the disadvantages of not being chaste or chaste. What happens when an adolescent child does not live a chaste life? Because the first one is that contraction of STDs. You contract sexually transmitted diseases. At this age, if you are having sex or you are doing other things, what can happen to you is that you might end up having STDs or STIs, sexually transmitted diseases or infections like HIV/AIDS, like gonorrhea, like syphilis. Yes, even though you are young, you can get those diseases. It's not only for adults, it can be happening to children as well if you don't live a chaste life. 2, it can lead to unwanted pregnancy. It can lead to unwanted pregnancy. So if you are having sex here and there, doing other things of that kind, you can be pregnant. And we said that when we look at the changes that occur in adolescent girls, we said that during this time you begin to ovulate and menstruate, which tells you that you can get pregnant. So if you behave in or you try to not to be chaste, what happens? You can get pregnant, and when you get pregnant, it affects so many things. And if you're a boy, if you also impregnate, you bring issues home. So it's not only to the girls, it also happens to the boys. You get it? Now, the third one is drop out from school. You can drop out from school. If you get pregnant, you can drop out from school. You can't continue schooling the pregnancy because it's not allowed by GES that you come to school with pregnancy, a big tummy. You understand it? So you can easily drop out from school. And the next one is stigmatization. Stigmatization is like people will point hands at you. Oh, is that girl got pregnant? Oh, is that boy? Look at that boy. Is that boy who impregnated Akosia or Ama? People begin to kind of stay away from me and say that, oh, you are the one who pregnant, you are the one. They will tag you in a very bad way because of you not living a chaste life. Next one, it leads to mistrust and suspicion in marriage. It leads to mistrust and suspicion in marriage. Yeah, so when you marry and have not lived a chaste life, what happens is that your spouse does not really trust you, or they become suspicious of your actions. Because if you're able to have sex before getting married, and they begin to think that, okay, if you're able to do so, maybe there's a probability that you can still do it even though you are married. So there'll be trust issues, and he or she begin to suspect you. So that what happens in this situation. You get it? There'll be suspicions, no trust. When you go out, your husband will be thinking, hey, are you going to cheat? Or when you are going to church, you'll be having so many thoughts running through the person's mind. You understand it? Good. So let's do a recap. Disadvantages of not being chaste: contraction of STDs or STIs. It can lead to unwanted pregnancy, dropout from school, stigmatization. It leads to mistrust and suspicion in marriage. For assignment, you are going to outline 6 disadvantages of not being chaste. 6 disadvantages of not being chaste. Thank you very much.